Mahatma Mangat Ram Ji's teaching in English, Meditation, Episode 2. Introduction. I am reading from the book Radiant Sameness, written by Professor Somraj Gupta. This book is available on Amazon.com. You can also visit the site samtavad.org. Please see the description below. It is difficult to meditate because mind is restless like a monkey. Is it possible to control this monkey mind? Yes, it is possible if we use a proper technique given by a genuine and true teacher like Mangat Ram Ji. He gave us Maha Mantra, which says Om Brahm Satyam Nirankar Ajanma Advait Purkha Sarvyapak Kalyan Murat Parmeshwarai Namastam. Please see the description below and also visit the site samtavad.org for more information. We have made much material progress. Unfortunately, with all this material progress, peace of mind is very hard to find. We have complicated our lives too much. People try to find happiness by drinking, entertainment, cinema, television, going to therapists, taking medication, alcohol, street drugs, sex, internet, pornography, and numerous other means. Some persons try yoga and meditation too. Anxiety and stress has increased very much. Many people commit suicide. People are taking tons of anxiety and depression relieving medications. Last year, more than 100,000 persons died in USA due to drug overdose. Many of them were young persons, 19 or 20 years old. People with their restless and uncontrolled minds can start wars. It is possible that there may be a third world war in which nuclear weapons may be used. We may annihilate the human race from this planet. It is imperative that we learn the teaching of Maharaji, of Mangat Ram Ji, and learn to control our restless, self-destructive, violent, and mischievous mind. We need to learn to live in peace with ourselves and others. Saying 101, Radiant Sameness, page 126. Only remembrance of the truth can lead one to the inaccessible land, to the state invisible. It is the key fashioned by the divine law to the knowledge of the whole universe. To all the perversions of the mind, it puts an end to, perversions that do not let it rest for even a moment. It illumines one's mind with the light of knowledge of the real. Morning and evening, a seeker must spare time for it. Purified will be he of every evil and every sin. Saying 101, comment. Only prayer and meditation can lead one to union with God, which is so difficult to attain for an ordinary human being. One can have knowledge of the whole universe by using this key fashioned by God. A man cannot have even one moment of peace due to deviations of his mind. Meditation puts an end to all these deviations. It illuminates one's mind with light of God. A seeker must spare time for it every morning and evening. he will be purified of every sin. Saying 102, Radiant Sameness, page 126. Men immersed in their worldly affairs may not find it easy to spare much time for this yogic meditation and the austere life of self-denial it demands. But they must make it a principle of their life to remember their Lord every morning and evening without an exception. For that observance, if regular, will certainly lead them to their goal. Formidable and dreadful is the mind. One should therefore gradually orient it towards remembrance of the Lord. It is imperative that man remember his Lord to dispel all his delusions and to find the light illumine his mind. Saying 102, comment. Men immersed in worldly affairs may not find easy to spare much time for meditation, but it is imperative that they spare some time for it every morning and evening. This observance will lead them to the highest goal. Mind is very formidable. It can be oriented to God gradually only. All delusions will be dispelled and light of God will illumine their mind. Saying 103, Radiant Sameness, page 126. Mental remembrance or meditation of the truth is superior to other forms of remembrances, for it is this silent remembrance that enables the man given to it to find all that he seeks. To repeat the name with the tongue or to repeat it aloud is to make the name ineffective. Internal meditation done with the mind concentrated within leaves a lasting effect on the mind and sets it at rest. To the yoga of remembrance shall attain the man who remembers the Lord with devotion, making him his refuge and anchor. But an impostor who makes a show of his meditation will ever remain immersed in sin. Saying 103, comment. Silent remembrance of God is superior to other forms of remembrance. Repeating God's name aloud makes it ineffective. Silent meditation has lasting and peaceful effect on the mind. An impostor who makes a show of his meditation will ever remain sinful. Saying 104, page 127, Radiant Sameness. Remembrance of the truth leads to union with the Lord, destroys it all sins, each and every. Every book of Revelation hails it and pays tribute to it. Anyone who resorts to it in the right way and method will surely attain to the Lord, will slowly and gradually be transformed into Him, will be colored in His color. So give your mind to it with full determination, for the day will surely dawn when you will find the goal highest. Remembrance of name, the true, encompasses every renunciation, every disinterest and dispassion, and every yogic discipline. Destroy will it all folly and ill will to reveal the light of samta or equanimity. Its glory knows no end. Only the man who finds it can know what it is. His tongue will fail to express it and his pen to write about it. A wonder of wonders, the very extremity of it is what remembrance of the name leads one to. But only one's effort can find that. Therefore, with every effort and every endeavor should one resort to the meditation of the Lord to attain to the state fearless, the state of the world that abode supreme and desire free. The very essence of the word, the very essence of the knowledge of those who know, the very abode of bliss is the Lord. So remember Him in your mind with devotion true and sincere to put an end to the sense of me and mine, the sense that has ensnared you into your worldly condition, and to reclaim the state of samatha or equanimity, your being and yourself. Saying 104. Comment. Meditation leads to union with God. It destroys all sins. Every scripture hails glory of God's name. A man can attain God if he meditates using the method taught by Mangat Ram Ji. But this is a slow and gradual process. There is no quick fix. One should meditate steadfastly. He will certainly attain the highest goal one day. Meditation encompasses every renunciation and yoga. It destroys ill will and reveals light of samatha or equanimity. A man is less perturbed by weal and woe of life. God's name has infinite glory. It cannot be described by pen or tongue. It is a wonder of wonders. It can be experienced only by practicing meditation. Let one strive his utmost to attain this fearless state, this highest goal. It is free of every desire. It is very essence of the word. It is the fount of bliss. Meditation dispels sense of me and mine, and one attains samatha or equanimity. Saying 105, Radiant Sameness, page 127. These are the 5 means to lead man towards the attainment of his being and self, the true. A seeker of the truth must adopt these redemptive means, making them the guiding principles of his life ever and always to find the state fearless. The aim of all knowledge and of all yoga is in their very essence is to purify the mind of its sins and to make it absorbed in its real being. This supreme state can be attained and attained soon if one adopts these 5 means, these 5 principles, the very ideals of the wise and gifted. Every man should and must adhere to these principles with sustained determination to dispel his deluded and sinful understanding, that darkness in which he is lost, and come to rest stable in the real, that is his own Atman, his own self is. 105 comment. Spiritual progress is true dharma or faith. These 5 means of simplicity, truthfulness, service, holy association, and meditation lead to spiritual progress. Let one engage one's mind in karmas leading to God. This will lead to fear-free state. The very essence of all knowledge and yoga lies in deliverance from all sins and absorption in God. This highest goal is attained by adopting these 5 means. One should follow these 5 means steadfastly so that darkness of ignorance is dispelled and he attains peace in God. These 5 means will lead to absorption in God. Saying 106, page 128, Radiant Sameness. It is necessary that man make his life come truly alive. It is necessary that he seeks the joy real. It is necessary that he strives to dispel the despair that his life is, and he seeks to know and find the real. Let his life be noble to disseminate nobility. Let him find the state eternal and fearless before his breath ceases to move. This moving word lets no being remain himself and no thing remain itself. Let him free himself from his grip by putting an end to his sins, adhering to these five means to redemption. That is the way to bliss and blessedness. Only the man blessed with good fortune seeks the real and strives for it to turn into the real itself, that bliss, the true. Saying 106. Comment. Let one make his life alive in the true sense of the word. A person without spirituality is like a dead person without a soul. Let one find happiness the true. God has blessed a human being with intelligence to find such happiness. The teaching of Mangat Ram Ji will free him from despair and cynicism. Let one search for God, the truth, and make one's life fragrant by disseminating nobility. He can truly help himself and others. One should attain this fear-free, eternal state before his death. No one's body can escape the wheel of time. Therefore, one should try to free himself from grip of this wheel of time before his death. Let him follow these five means and remove his sins. He will attain happiness, the true. Only a fortunate person searches for the truth. He attains the truth and becomes truth itself. This state is bliss itself. This ends teaching of meditation by Saint Mangat Ram Ji. Saying